everybody. Hope you're having a lovely evening. So, I just finished recording a react to Neo Tarot's newest reading that she did on Foodie Beauty, and I'll put it up tomorrow. I just want to wait a little while before I post the react so that those of you can go to Neo Tarot's channel and check out the reading in its original form for yourself. So, what am I doing tonight? Well, I'm up just doing some girl maintenance. I just repainted my nails and I got to wait for them to dry before I head to bed. But I thought I would do a react to one of Shantal's lives. And I will pre-warn you guys, it's going to make you mad. Those of you that are animal lovers, those of you that have pets, especially those of you that have cats as pets, you're not going to like what you hear. So maybe or maybe not, you've heard about the latest goings on with Shantal. That her cat Julia was taken to a vet and the operation was done. The cat came home. It's supposed to be wearing a cone around its head to keep it from licking at the wound because there was some sort of spray or something put on the wound to keep from it being infected. Well, because Shantal does not want to keep the cone on Julia, Julia ended up licking the stuff that was put on the wound, and Julia ended up getting sick and vomiting out some of the I don't know if it's a spray, an antiseptic. It was definitely something that Julia should not have been ingesting. Well, it made the cat sick. And Chantal's excuse for all of this, well, because she said that Julia does not like wearing the cone, so she took the cone off. Shantal, there's a reason why the doctors put the cone around the head, to keep from happening what's been happening with Julia. She just had some major surgery, and that cone is put on her to make sure that the wound does not get infected. Is to keep her from looking at herself and ingesting whatever it is that was put on the open wound. I'm sorry to say that I've already seen pictures on Twitter where it looks like the wound is back to being open. Shantal, you really need to take Julia back to the vet and have them do some stitching on her, put some more antiseptic on. Do this before the cat becomes very, very sick and the wound becomes infected, because it can get really nasty really, really fast. So Shantal being an idiot once again when it comes to one of her pets, and proving once again that she has not changed. She's not evolving. She's not getting smarter. She's not even doing right by her animals. So I've gathered up some stuff on Twitter, y'all. A lot of good tweets from a lot of good people. We're going to go over the tweets first and then get into the live, and we're going to cover only a portion of the live. There's no sense in sticking around overly long for this live. So how about we just get into that? Okay, and I've got my Twitter all pulled up. So for those of you that are on Twitter, that you are interested in following me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. So let's start here with a post from Del Pondu. Del Pondu says, I actually gasped at this. Animal blank in real time. I'm genuinely shocked. DX says, so Shantal is being defiant and refusing to put the cone on Julia, but also won't pay attention to her. Last night, Julia licked her wound, and now she's limping and looks like it's opening. She was arguing with Chat and Salah and ultimately refused to put the cone back on. Shantal, how do you go from 1 minute you're acting like you miss Julia so much and you care about her so much, and then doing things like this, which prove you really don't care about Julia? Or are you doing what I think you're doing, and you're just looking for anything to get people outraged? That you'll even go so far as to let a situation like this happen because you want to boost in views and you want to get people outraged. You are severely and deliberately neglecting your pet for the sake of getting attention for yourself. What is that term that they use for things like this? Munchausen? Is this Munchausen by proxy? Like you're using the illness or something going wrong with your pet to get sympathy for yourself or to get attention for yourself. I don't know. But I think it's pretty sick to have a cat around and this cat's had major surgery and you are creating a situation on purpose where the cat is getting sick and the wound is open and you're not turning right around and going back to the vet to fix the situation at hand. You're going to let the wound stay open like that, and there might be possible infection or something worse. Okay, moving on. Florida Salt and Sass says, nah, we don't come for Alex's shook in this community. Teardrop. Don't be even scummier than we know you are, and that's pretty doggone scummy. So Teardrop in Shantal's chat made a comment saying that Alex should be shook. So Teardrop, you're suggesting for something to happen to Alex's shook? Is that what you're doing? You're wishing harm upon Alex's shook? Is that what you're doing now? Doesn't surprise me. You are modding for Shantal. You know, birds of a feather flock together. She's a hurtful person, and I guess so are you. Monk says, Dear Foodie, it is only because commentary channels exist that I even learned about your miserable existence. It is the only way I can tolerate your nonsense. You are too boring and insufferable without the transformative addition of someone with a personality calling you out. GFYC. So this post, courtesy of Shenanigans, this is one of Chantal's recent community posts. Let's look. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, this is something she posted saying, FYI, reaction channels are not all automatically fair use. People like to use the Ethan Klein case as an example. The judge ruled that one instance is fair use because he used clips of the video in question and added enough parody and editing that it became different enough from the original video. The type of reactions in Girl World are not like this. There are channels that use 100% of my content every day. I could easily argue legally that this is not fair use. Sitting behind an avatar is not actually reacting. Pausing to insult me every few minutes during my whole video or stream is not fair use. And it is certainly not transformative. Each case is evaluated on an individual basis, and ultimately, yes, court is the end result. And a judge decides if it is fair use. I would say a judge would look at years of using my content to berate and bully me without transforming it ever for certain channels would be an easy win for me. I have not yet copyrighted my foodie beauty vlogs, but I may just do that. I think it's only fair for creators to protect their content this way. I have nothing against criticism or actual fair use. You don't see me striking creative channels, etc. That's all I will talk publicly about this matter. But just to warn those who are content thieves that you may want to change your content or remove certain vlogs of mine, because in the end, I'm following through this time with protecting what's mine. I've given many, many people a free ride for years. Not anymore if I can help it. Define free ride, Shantal. Can you please give me a definition of what you consider a free ride? When the people who react to you, the people that do the individual clips and the shorts, the people that put together compilation videos. How exactly is that a free ride? When they take your content and they put it into sort of a storyboard type form, and they add pictures, and they add commentary, they add opinions and feelings and thoughts, and they tell a story. How is that a free ride when the people that are doing these things, they are using a lot of their time to do these things? How is it free when they're giving up their time to put these things together? Time that maybe could be better spent on other things. How is it a free ride when the people that react to you, the people that have the archive channels, have the clip channels, capture things on Twitter even, they work harder on your content than you do. And that's a fact. And that's been going on for years. You barely work on your content anymore. You don't put any effort into your videos, into your vlogs, and you know it. You know, the reactors in Girl World, we work harder on your content than you ever will. And you should be thanking us rather than trying to drive us away. You know, you really should. But let's go over this post really quick because I've got some comments. Let's see. The type of reactions in Girl World are not like this. Shantal, there's the terms of service. And if we were in violation of the terms of service, we'd all be gone. There are many things that are done to the reactions that make it fair use. And for anyone who wants to know, how do you take a video and make it fair use? There are all kinds of ways to do that. You can just use certain clips. You can change the pitch of the voice, the speed of the voice, the speed of the clip. You can change the coloration of a clip. I mean, as long as the video in question that you're doing doesn't look exactly like the original, you're not just taking somebody's video and uploading it to your channel as is. As long as you're doing some kind of changes and work to your reaction or your video, that is considered fair use because you are transforming it and is something completely new. It's completely different from the original. And a lot of people in Girl World do make their stuff transformative. There are channels that use 100% of my content every day. But then again, Shantal, there are reaction channels that use 100% of your content, but they still make it transformative. If you put out a 15-minute video, they'll add like 45 minutes to an hour commentary, you know, like me. So it's still transformative. Even if 100% of your video is being used, if you're adding a lot more commentary or clips or whatnot, it is still considered transformative. It is possible to use 100% of somebody's content and make it completely transformative. I could easily argue legally that this is not fair use. Could you? Will you? You're famous for no follow through. You talk about things, but you don't follow through with anything you're saying. You don't have good work ethic. You're not someone that you put together a solid plan and follow through with it. And I'm sure you are aware that there are lots of reaction channels, lots of clip channels, lots of archive channels. Are you ready to take them all on? Do you have the money to go to court for each and every one of them? And please understand, ma'am, that if you take anybody to court, we might come after you for damages, for court costs and all that. You'll be paying all the legal fees. You'll easily go broke. Just taking on a third of the channels in Girl World if we all fight back. Pausing to insult me every few minutes during my whole video or stream is not fair use. Shantal, you want to yell and scream about fair use? At the same time, you're on YouTube using the platform for purposes not intended. You're using YouTube as a platform to do self-harm content, and you expect to make money doing the self-harm content, despite the fact that there are policies in place that say you can't use the platform in that way. But you do it anyway. So you want to yell and scream and point your finger at us and say, how dare you? How dare you use YouTube and do reactions to me? And it's not fair use. At the same time, you're using YouTube to fund all of your addictions and obsessions and hurt yourself and let everybody watch it. You should be tossed off of YouTube just for that. Each case is evaluated on an individual basis. That's true. And ultimately, yes, court is the end result. Yep. So do you get the money for that? I don't think you have the money for that. I think right now, you and Salah have been arguing like cats and dogs because you're not making enough money. You make money, but there's more money going out than coming in. No matter what you make, it's never enough because you are supporting yourself, your food habit, and two men. You got two sugar babies and you got to pay for both of them. And that's the reason why you're going broke. Has nothing to do with girl world. We're not taking money out of your pocket. You're taking money out of your own pocket because you're foolish with your spending and your insistence on taking care of two useless trash bag men that are completely worthless. I would say a judge would look at years of using my content to berate and bully me without transforming it ever for certain channels would be an easy win for me. Shantal, some of the channels that you're going after are extremely small and they haven't been around for years. The channels that have been around for years are some of the bigger channels, but I've noticed that you're not going after them. You're going after the smaller channels, which makes no sense to me because you know they're not making much money and you know they're not taking much in the way of views away from you. So why go after them? Oh, that's right, because you're a bully, because you would never take on the bigger channels. You know you wouldn't win. You're going to go for the smaller channels just to make yourself feel like a winner. That's the only reason. I have not yet copyrighted my foodie beauty vlogs, but I may just do that. Go ahead. Put the final nail in the proverbial YouTube coffin. Go for it. Because look what happened with the couples vlog. All that brouhaha and all of that ruckus you caused about the couples vlog, and it barely got any views. What do you think would happen if you copyrighted your vlogs on your main channel? What do you think would happen? You better think it through. Look what happened to Natter's channel after he threw all those strikes. Now nobody watches him. Now nobody reacts to him. Nobody. The same thing would happen to you. We'd all find somebody else to react to, and you would just be a memory. You don't see any striking creative channels, etc. That's all I will talk publicly about this matter, but just to warn those who are content thieves that you may want to change your content or remove certain vlogs of mine, because in the end, I'm following through this time with protecting what's mine. That kind of sounds like a threat. You are trying to be a bit of a bully. You're trying to scare people. And it's not going to work. And I'll tell you why. Because you don't have a leg to stand on. Almost literally. And there are channels that have stepped forward and said that if Foodie comes after you, if you need help filing an appeal, they're willing to help. Oh Lordy, it's Shorty has come forward and said that he would help people. So has Fat Cow Chronicles. I'm sure there are other creators that can pass along information about how to do an appeal. Shantal, you're going after people that have small channels because you think they won't know enough or they'll be too scared to fight back. And I'm going to say to everybody out there, if you have a channel on YouTube, you created a channel because you've got things to say or you've got things to show people. Don't let Foodie bully you off the platform. Don't let her back you into a corner. Don't let her scare you. She may come across as being all scary. She's not the scary monster that she thinks she is. And she can't do the damage that she thinks she can. And if you're a creator and you put time into your channel, you have just as much a right to be here as anybody else. Don't let her discourage you from doing what you want to do. So let's move on with the Twitter stuff. Acadia Strong, doggone it, my computer. Acadia Strong says she's using scare tactics like Natter did to gain access to personal information. She has no intention of suing anyone. She can't afford it. Once again, YouTube will turn a blind eye to her abusing the system in terms of service. Now, I have heard something that you can give a lawyer's address of some sort if she asks for personal information. There are workarounds. There are definite workarounds here. Oh, here's another community post courtesy of Miss Yaba. Yaba says, boring. Foodie Beauty says, okay, so I have some words of warning for certain hate channels. You know who you are. I will never rage. You will never get that from me ever again, no matter how hard you try. But I must tell you, keep my family off your channels or I'll be forced to go the Marty method and get the cops involved. Some of y'all have kids. You sure you want to go that route? Oh, I forgot. You and your audiences are complete psychopaths and have no moral compass whatsoever. And to those who will say, well, you came for a dead mom, yeah, it was wrong. But that was after having enough of seeing this person call my mom a blank and my dad a blank. This person says the most vile things about me and my family every day. And then when I snap, I'm vile. Right. Well, no more snapping, so don't worry about that. Only legal action from now on, cuties. You know why I'm laughing, y'all? Let's go over this carefully. So she made this post as a warning, right? She's passing out a warning. First, she says she will never rage. Then she's insinuating that we make her rage. And anybody who's ever watched Shantal knows that you can't force her to do anything, okay? She's more stubborn than a pack of mules. If she doesn't want to move, she's not gonna. But she's trying to put the blame on us like we're forcing her to do things. And I find that hilarious. Okay, let's go on to the next part. I'll be forced to go to the Marty method. Shantal, are you really that arrogant that you're going to compare yourself to Music Biz Marty? Is that what you're doing? Music Biz Marty and his trolls get very, very creative when it comes to trolling people. You could only dream of being as creative as Marty and his people. You're trying to compare yourself to Marty and that epic level of trolling. It's not going to work. You're not that smart. And get the cops involved. What are you going to do? You're going to complain to the cops? Oh, they said some stuff about me that I didn't like. And for those who will say, well, you came for a dead mom. Yeah, it was wrong. But listen, no. It was wrong, and there is no but after that. If you commit a wrong, you say, yeah, it was wrong. There's no but after that statement. It should have ended right there. There's no but. Once you say the word but, you're excusing your wrong or trying to excuse your wrong by bringing in the whataboutisms. What about this? What about that? The whataboutisms do not make the wrong right. No more snapping, so don't worry about that. Only legal action from now on. Sure. 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 Sure, you got the money to fight everybody in court, Shantal. Sure. Sure you do. Okay. Okay. What else we got here? Okay, for those who need some information about the appeal process, Chicken Pickle also posted a video. So for those of you that are subscribed to Chicken Pickle, she did a video and she says on Twitter, if any of you creators get what Shantal is calling a copyright claim, which is different than a strike and actually called a content ID claim, skip to about the 30-minute mark in this video for how to dispute it. Yeah, because Shantal has talked about she is going to try to go for revenue sharing. She's going to claim something about a content ID because in essence, what she's trying to do is take money away from the creators and claim that she should get a portion of whatever the video makes. Maybe her thinking is if she does enough content ID claims on different channels all together, she'll make a nice little profit. Well, not if we got anything to say about it. Snarky Priest says, oh, dang, you in big danger, girl. Foodie Beauty is a big bottom beach out here waddling her hypocritically hilarious humble lumps on thin, already cracked ice in the world's hottest country. Happy says, ooh, girl. Okay, here's something. So Shantal lately, like something's going on with her eyes. Like something seriously wrong there. Happy says, ooh, girl, if one eye appears to bulge in someone with type 2 diabetes, it could be a sign of a serious eye complication called diabetic macular edema, or DME, where high blood sugar levels damage the tiny blood vessels in the retina, causing them to leak fluid and swell the surrounding tissue, potentially making the eye to appear to bulge. This can happen in one eye more prominently than the other due to variations in blood vessel structure between eyes. Key points about diabetic eye complications. Diabetic retinopathy. The main eye problem associated with diabetes where blood vessels in the retina weaken and can leak fluid, leading to swelling and vision changes. Well, Chantal's been squinting when she looks at the screen on her phone for quite a while. But also she's like been using a tissue a lot during her lives to she says her eyes are watery from allergies, even though she really doesn't go anywhere. So you might want to pay attention to this, Chantal. That diabetes, complications from diabetes can actually, it can lead to eye problems. You might be dealing with eye problems because of your diabetes. And that might be where the fluid is coming from. That might be where the fluid is coming from. So just thank you for posting that, Happy. All right, moving on. Narky says, I have multiple thoughts about this. First, Shantal really is this stupid. She's risking this cat's life because she thinks the cone is inhumane. Second, she proved in real time and in front of her precious beezers that she's an animal blanker. Yep. There you go, beezers. You want to know how caring Shantal is of her pets? she's showing you in real time. The cat just got back from major surgery. The cone should stay on her head at all times because she's got an open wound on her belly. And yet Shantal took the cone off and now the wound is open. And Chantal's not taking Julia back to the vet to get her stitched up, to get her rebandaged or something, so that Julia won't get an infection and possibly pass away later. Judge Judy says, Foodie Beauty says, I don't need reactors. They don't get me views. I get them on my own. Sure, Jan, since you striking people on reactors ain't touching that video of yours, the views. Yeah, look at the views on the vlog. 2.8K. That's really, really low. Really low. This is what happens when you start striking people. You know, you're trying to hurt the reactors and you end up hurting yourself. Your mom's emotional support carrot says the couple's channel is crap. Look at the view counts. So 12 days ago, they did the desert camping in Kuwait for the 2nd anniversary, and that got 7.4K views. The final day camping, 4.3, and then after they made all the fuss about the Middle East vlog, 2K views. Ouch. Ouch. D. Angry Scott says, wow, cutie, you need to be a whole kind of special kind of stupid to not understand that you should listen to a vet's advice. Ignoring medical advice for yourself is one thing. Ignoring it for someone under your care is just straight up neglect. Agreed. If she wants to neglect herself, that's entirely her choice. But if you take a pet under your care, you are their guardian. You are responsible for them. So if she can't take care of herself, the least she could do is take care of Julia or give Julia to someone that will take care of her. Okay, moving on. Narky says she's pushing out the live streams and videos. Clearly, she used a situation with Julia and the cone to rage bait for views. And clearly it didn't work because she's sitting at 253 viewers. Love that for her. Hate that for the innocent animal. Yeah, that last part especially. Love that for her. Hate that for the innocent animal because Julia did nothing wrong. And I do think it's funny that if she only had 253 people on her live, Shantal, I had almost as much as you as a much smaller channel on my tarot live, and it was just me and the cards. Love that for you, girl. Love it the most. Queen of WTF says, whatever you say, Shantal. Let's watch.
My health issues prevent me from doing a lot too. And yes, I know. I can change. And I will. You aren't even all ready for the glow up coming up.
Talking about a glow up does not make it happen. I'm just saying. It doesn't make a glow up happen when you just talk about it. Doggone it. It's not what I wanted to be. Hold on. Lost my place. Sorry. Okay. All right. Little palette cleanser, y'all, from C. This is the prettiest ice cream. That ice cream is so pretty. I don't know. I don't know if I could eat it. But y'all look how pretty that is. That was well done. That's very artistic. What a very pretty ice cream. And flowers and stuff on it. Fondue Pondu says, and this is why Shantal will never get anywhere in life. Intention versus execution of the intention. Same with striking channels. She intends to and wants to, but execution falls to the wayside. She intends to eat a palm of rice, but execution is a 5-pound bag. Failure, right? The failure comes in executing whatever it is she's got planned. So I agree with you. Aw, y'all look at this. Antidepressant content says Mama Cat adopted the puppy. Look at that. Look at the baby. Mama Cat don't care. Blends in with the rest of my babies. It's all good. It's a baby. Oh, doggone it. Why you should have a cat. This is why you should book ahead to avoid long wait times. Oh, this is hilarious. There is currently one cat in front of you for the heat vent. Estimated wait time, 2 hours. Yeah, cats love warm places. They love fireplaces. They love heating vents, space heaters, you name it. Sunspots in the window. Cats adore warm spots. So this is actually a true to life situation right here. Cats love warm places and they will wait for a warm place. They just adore it. That's funny. Okay, moving on. Narky says maybe someone on a visitor visa shouldn't threaten to sue people over content made while working it illegally. My goodness, you're stupid. Yeah, Shantal, you are in the Middle East and you're supposed to be visiting, but you're over in Kuwait working. And you've been there for what, going on 3 years? And you've been working the entire time you've been there, making money in Kuwait. Is that legal? I don't think it's legal. So if you're in a country doing things illegally, maybe you shouldn't be bringing attention to yourself or making problems for people, you think? Fondue Pondu says Foodie Beauty checks the calendar. Time to threaten and bully Frenchie and Yaba to finish the month. Shut the F up, Chantal. You aren't going to do crap to either of them. You're a weak, coward, biatch. I'm sick of her 3 days straight of threatening people. Yeah, she's all talk. She's all talk. Okay, why should have a cat? This is called a happy cat family. Oh, look, mom, dad, and baby. Look at the little baby in the middle. And the baby's all happy. I got mom, I got dad, I got life. Everything's good. D. Angry Scott, never argue with a goat. If you come for me, this is what you're messing with. Yeah, listen, the goat has strong arguments. I'm on the side of the goat with this one. Y'all want to hear? Let's listen.
No, I won't. No, you do it. Yeah. No matter how many times you ask, I won't take the trash out. It's your job. Hey!
The goat's like, I'm not having this. I'm not having none of this. You will take the trash out. You will listen to me, or I'm going to be in your ear and scream all day. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, y'all look at this. Courtesy of Dr. Sinatra. Reverse image searched this, came back with dog skin issues and allergies. Why is everything she does so shady? Really? Thank you, Dr. Sinatra. So did you find the exact picture that she used? I don't know. Because what she's showing, it doesn't look like a spade for a cat, honestly. Something ain't right. Autumn Fairy says, I hadn't heard of some of the small channels that she struck, but I am now subbed to the ones I've heard of. Thanks, Shantal. Yeah, get the word out there, Shantal. Advertise for the small channels. We appreciate that. Cookie says, Foodie Beauty, do your worst. Report every reaction channel all you want. I hope you get your wish. And just like your blank ex-boyfriend who reported reaction channels, and now no one watches or covers him anymore. So good luck unaliving your channel. Yep, it's bound to happen. Alpha Fox says, what is this majestic creature called? You know, I'm into photography. I would have loved to take pictures of this absolutely stunning woman in the water. Can you imagine the beautiful pictures that would come of this? I think she looks stunning. And I'm sure the pictures would have been breathtaking for a photo shoot. I see nothing wrong here. She looks very elegant and very graceful under the water. Beautiful. We got anything else here? Aw, from y'all, cat helps duck with her babies. A cat and a duck in love. Isn't the most precious thing? A cat and the duck are best friends, and the cat's like, I'll help keep them warm for you. I'll keep you warm too. Aw. Why you should have a cat? How in the heck does he do that? My sister's cat is... The cat's like, thanks for the new place to hide. Really appreciate that. Okay, for those out there that have channels, y'all pay attention to this post, courtesy of Reality Check. PSA for all Girl World reactors who have been DMCA copyright struck by Shantal. Use the words in the screenshot below to appeal. It is verbatim the words Ethan Klein of H3H3 advises to use. It works. Contact at Lisa Manning Law for a legal address to avoid being doxxed. So there you go. There's the address, Lisa Manning Law, because you can get a legal address so that you can keep your personal information private. And you guys can see I moused over the link, and that is what her Twitter looks like. So if you're looking for her on Twitter, this is where to find her. But this is what the screenshot says. This video is fair use under U.S. copyright law because it is transformative in nature, uses no more of the original than necessary, and has no negative effect on the market for the original work. Furthermore, this video is protected speech as outlined by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. So there you go. So I guess when you're doing the appeal, you can put that in there, and it's, I guess, favorable by YouTube. Alexa says, hey, Foodie, Leafy is at 16.3 million subs. I think he's doing just fine, but try again. But this isn't Leafy, though. This is Penguins. This is Moist Critical. Charlie. Like, she got the wrong person. This is not Leafy. This is Penguins. I know because I'm subscribed to his channel. I watch Moist Critical. Now look at this stunning picture from Oh Things to Do. Piece of ice art. Take a moment to appreciate it. I will. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Unicorn Pondu says, well, good morning. Yeah, Unicorn Pondu is one of the people that got hit by the strike from Foodie. Okay, so that's it for the catch-up. So let's go on to her live. See what she has to say. Y'all ready? We're not going to stay here all night. We're just going to do a little bit. Let her talk. Let her show how stupid she is. And then we'll go. Let's do this, y'all.
Lizzie, did I? Can't even keep track. Kenny, Brooke, Fernanda. Hey, Island Dragonfly. No, I don't know why the live is like this all the time. But Ellen, nice, I might be hot. It's your golden champagne bee day. What does that mean? When do you save the golden champagne for? Chubby cheeks. Hey, Mars. Missing cat, Caroline. I can never be happy with this one hijab. Like, babe, you'll never know the struggle of having a chubby face or wearing a hijab, but you adore my chubby cheeks. Thank you. Julia's okay, but yeah, there are a few Lizzies. There's 3. Oh, you turn the same age as your birthday. Caroline, lanky. I have lip gloss teeth. Julia's okay, but she's sulking, and I feel so bad because she has to wear the cone of shame. There's another Lizzie. She's so gross, and she makes me so mad the way she talks about it.
Okay, hold on right here. Pause. I'm seeing something in chat. Kelsey B says, OMG, can you please strike No Madness Life? She is so gross, and she makes me so mad. The way she talks about you is just so ick. Okay. Let's address that, Kelsey. First of all, if you don't like No Madness Life, you don't have to go to her channel. You don't have to hear the things that she has to say about Foodie. If she's doing a reaction to Foodie, more than likely you're going to hear some things that you as a beezer, you're not going to like hearing. So why go over there? Why aggravate yourself? Secondly, I think it's really messed up. It's really screwed up that you are suggesting to Shantal for her to go after No Madness. You're just trying to gain points with Shantal by putting somebody on her hit list? So you don't like No Madness. But instead of you making a channel and making videos and making lives, voicing your own opinions and your own feelings, you're going to put the battery in Chantal's back, or at least try to get her to go after people. Is that what's going on? You put other people up to do your dirty work just because you got a gripe against somebody? That is messed up. That is really messed up, and you really shouldn't do that. If you don't like No Madness, you don't have to like her. But you can just stay off her channel. It's really just that simple. Stay off her channel. Just don't go there. Stay on Chantal's channel. Don't go anywhere else if it makes you that upset. But don't get in the mode of, I'm going to use Shantal to take channels down just because I don't like them and because they have an opinion that I don't agree with. That's screwed up.
Kelsey, really? No, I saw you. Baby, you adore my chubby cheeks? Really? I know you're always pinching them, sweet love. I love your eyeshadow. Thank you, Anna. It's leftovers from the day. I got to take my makeup off. So, yeah, Kelsey, I know. A lot of people are gross. We haven't seen this fit differently, you know?
I don't think Shantal would ever go after No Madness. I mean, I don't know what the magic number is. Like how big you have to be before Shantal says, oh, that channel's too big. and they've already got too many people and they've got a little bit of a following. I don't think I'm going to mess around with them too terribly much. She likes to go after the smaller channels. She's a bit of a bully. You know, if you're a small channel, if you're really small, she feels that she can pick on you. But once you get past a certain size, and again, I don't know what the magic number is, then she's like, that ship has sailed. I'm not going after them. It's you know, like I know they've been on YouTube long enough and they know enough that they're going to fight back at me. So I can't just drive them off of YouTube and use scare tactics. But I don't think No Madness would buckle. Like her channel is at a size where I think Shantal will be like, it's a bit too big for me.
Is your dog wearing the cone? Like when she first had it on, Howie Cheeks, it is 8 p.m. here. Hey, Meg, Miss Guided. She back walking back bang into things. Life with Ron. Oh, I love that emoji. It's chubby and flying.
Shantal, which is worse? Yeah, the cat, I'm sure, doesn't like the cone. No animal likes the cone. Dogs and cats do not like the cone of shame, but it is essential. Which makes more sense? Having the cone on the animal's head, and because they have the cone, yeah, they don't like it, but it keeps them from opening up wounds and getting infections or taking the cone off. And then there might be a life-threatening infection and an open wound. And then you got to turn around and take the cat to the vet to get treated again. I mean, the cat would adjust to the cone. They would figure it out. They would get used to it. And before you know it, the cone can be taken off by the vet. But it's got to stay on for a certain amount of time.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Thanks for the super sticker. Thank you so much. You're always so sweet. Thank you.
Leslie Cat. First of all, Leslie Cat, like, do you have a cat? Do you? So if you're a cat owner and if you have a cat, you're suggesting someone as irresponsible and stupid as Shantal. The cat just had major surgery. It just got spayed, allegedly. Don't know that's 100% confirmed. But let's just say she was telling the truth and the cat actually got spayed. So the cat had major surgery. That cone should be staying on. If you're a cat owner, then you know that cats, they groom themselves using their tongue. That's how they groom their fur. That's how they clean themselves. And what do you think Julia is going to want to groom? The wound area to keep it clean. What is on the wound area? That antiseptic silver stuff. And guess what? She's going to ingest it, and she did, and she got sick. So is it a wise idea to take the cone off? Because Chantal's not going to keep an eye on Julia and make sure she's not licking herself. And by the time she notices, it's already too late. Julia has already licked the wound and the stuff around it, which she did. So the cone's got to stay on all the time.
No, I'm not eating sweets. Thank you, Ron. I really like your outfit. Thank you, Hammond. I'm trying. Try taking the cone off and see if she leaves the in.
No.
Yeah, it's the best for her.
I don't know what's going on with Kelsey B. Like, you really got an axe to grind with No Madness life. Like, who hurt you? I mean, like, why do you have an axe to grind about No Madness life? Is there some kind of history that I don't know about? You know what? It doesn't matter. Because even if something happened between the two of you, you don't have the right to go into somebody else's chat try to put the battery in their back to go after somebody that you don't like per se. You know, fight your own battles. Don't have somebody else do the fighting for you.
Yes. And she, during the night, like she was laying with me all day yesterday and night. Like I was keeping an eye on her. Then this morning she threw up, and I saw silver in it. So I think it's that silver stuff that they sprayed the bandage. So she must have been.
Hence the reason cone on, because you can't be awake 24 hours a day with your eyes on her. Having the cone on means she's going to stay safe, and you know she's not going to lick the wound because she's not able to.
So when we took her to the vet today for her appointment, we bought a cone, and I felt so bad. Like she was flipping out. She was, oh, Ron, thank you. Ready ship bees. Whoever got the bees or ship. Who got the bees or ship? Yeah, unknown, exactly. Sure. No.
Life with Ron, aka Sofa King. Hi, Sofa King. You still suck. Anyway, let's keep going.
Sarah Jean, welcome, salam. So we put she was like jumping and like flipping out. Okay. Hey, Anna. Who got the memberships? Probably haters lurking. Anyway, hey, chicken tender. So what? Hello? So she's sulking with the cone on. And right now she's calm. Yeah, I saw. So anyways, now tomorrow, Run! Fist bump.
So let me get this straight. You're an idiot, and you didn't put the cone on, and you took it off once the cone was put on, and the wound is open. The antiseptic is not there. Julia got sick because of whatever was put on the wound, but the wound is open. Did you take the cat back to the vet to get restitched up and treated? I really hope that you're not going to put a onesie on top of an open wound. That will lead to infection.
Thanks, Life with Ron. You spoil this easy. Appreciate it. Can you make a onesie? Square piece of cloth, cut 4 holes for legs, and cut in strips.
And can I just say something? Like the pictures that I just saw on Twitter of the operation, like the area where the operation was done, it didn't look right. Like I would think when you're doing the operation like that, like there's going to be more of a clean shaved area. And there wasn't. Like there's entirely too much hair around the wound area. So it's like that something don't look right. There's something definitely don't look right about it.
I could try, but I'm probably not going to be too successful. So what I might do is buy a onesie at like Center Point or something.
Confirm that Leslie Cat is an idiot. Because Leslie Cat's like, you can use an old hijab if you have one, cut holes for legs. Leslie, Shantal does not wash her hijabs. She doesn't. Her hijabs are filthy. And knowing Shantal, she would not bother to wash the hijabs to make them clean to make a onesie. So don't suggest the idea of her using one of her old, nasty, stinky, smelly, germ-infested hijabs to put on her cat. Her wound will get infected if that happens.
Ron. Use old hijab. I was thinking of
No.
I was thinking of that. The onesie might. I don't know. What I'm worried about the onesie is it rubbing on her incision.
It will. It absolutely will. Like that area needs to breathe. And you're going to put cloth on top of it and it's open and the antiseptic isn't in there on there anymore. Oh my God. How did she go through life this dumb?
Fabric. I've seen a lot of videos. Oh yeah, Leslie got a membership. Thanks for going to Beezership Army One. She shaved, yeah. I don't know how people didn't see that in the picture. Like there's hair and then there's a shave, you know.
It didn't look cleanly shaved. To me, it did not look like a cleanly shaved area. And I would think that if infection was a concern, you'd want to get a good amount of hair away from the wound areas, so just to keep it clean to aid in the healing.
You know, the cone of shame. Yeah. Green Grapes got one, Brizzy Bishop, and now Leslie got one. Thank you for supporting my channel. Hey, Larry. The silver stuff, you think it will prevent it? I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's stressing me out because I feel so bad. Hi, Mimi Cherry. She's not correct.
Cat owner, and so am I. I'm a good cat owner, though. You suck at what you do. You're not going to catch a cat licking itself every time it does. I mean, you turn your head and they can easily clean themselves, and when you turn your head back around, it's over. You can't be up 24 hours a day watching Julia. You need to put that cone back on.
I know it's a new face shape today. It's because it depends on how the hijab frames my face. A soft cone? Hi, AM. It's actually not that bad. It's like not huge, you know? It just frames her face a bit. Like, hey, Leanne. Thank you, Mom Life. Hey, Leanne. Soft cones are easy. They're like for 10 days, and I have to take it off when she's eating, and then like to go put it back on her. Like she's wary. She'll be eating.
Oh, so okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're figuring it out. She just said something important. As far as the cone, Shantal, like every time that Julia has to eat, she's got to take the cone off and put it back on. That's why she wants to get the onesie, because if she puts the onesie on, she doesn't have to do that. She could just leave the onesie on the cat. She doesn't have to just put the cone on, take it off, put it on, take it off 3 or 4 times a day. That's why she wants to get the onesie.
And then like I'll take it off for her to eat something. And only wet food right now because she was throwing up a lot. Hey, Poetic Justice.
Please tell me that you took her back to the vet and made sure that whatever it is that was on the wound, that it didn't poison her. Like there's no like long lasting side effects from that. I don't even know what that stuff was, but she ingested some of it and it made her ill. Is she all right? Is Julia okay?
No beezing alone. You feel terrible, and then but it's further my stuff. But anyways, she'll be eating, and then she'll look up like, "Are you gonna put that thing back on my head?" Ron, yay! Thank you, Ron. Thank you for thank you for. My thing is like I'm sitting on my Undersleep. Who got this one? Cherry. Ready, set, bees to the new beezers.
Wait, hold on a minute. Stop. What happened to that non-scale victory where you weren't wearing the underslip anymore? You're back to wearing it?
You like my new profile pic? Thank you. Us, okay. Would you want something covering your body or your around your neck, you know? And she's like, it was so bad. She was like doing the moonwalk backwards and banging into things, and I was just like, I was having a meltdown, and so I was like, trying to show me videos on YouTube that like it's normal, like
Of course they're gonna freak out. It's something new. But then after a while they get adjusted and they calm down.
like this one cat had his eye removed and they had to keep the cone on straight for 10 days, and the cat eventually got used to it.
It's not about her being concerned about if it's cruel or not. It's just inconvenient for her. It creates a whole lot of inconveniences for her. You know, she's got to take the cone off and put it back on between feed times, got to take the cone off if they want to groom themselves. So it's like she's going to have to spend more time paying attention to Julia, and she just doesn't want to.
Yeah. This is the only cone they had that I could find, so, but thank you, Sarah Jean. Thank you, Danielle. They all go when they don't. Yeah, they'll adapt. I hope so. I just feel I feel bad. That's what I mean. I know. I feel so bad, you know, because she looks like she flips out. Yeah, the leash, they freak out too. But it's better for them to stay healthy. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
At Rarity says, when are you going to meet up with your new friend? Yeah, what happened to the new friend, Shantal? The one that met up with you on a coffee date and brought you flowers. What happened with this new friend? We haven't heard anything about the new friend since then.
I don't look like Quasimodo. Oh, no, I do. Holy shit. I'm thankful for the Egyptian guy's little restaurant. Do it again.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to leave it there. Anybody need a screenshot? There you go. There it is. She looks deranged. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Take your shot right there. Right there. I mean, she's a picture of grace right here.
Hey, Vampira. Oh, yeah. Good, Mimi. That's good.
And Chantal, your eyes have been leaking or watery for a while now. And again, this is something that never happened before. So why is it happening a lot now? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And why aren't you concerned?
Oh, Lizzie, I appreciate it, but I think I don't know. No, I'm not worried about my eye. I don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of filter melt. Because what if I look in here? No, even if I look in the mirror.
Well, like bigger. One eye is bigger than the other, but like the watering of the eye, the fluid, it's like that's the two of them together. It's
Sometimes
just
there's
not a good
spa day.
combination.
Get the donut. She's settling down. I'm not gonna make her keynote.
Oh God, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? We're talking about food. Can you please do one video or one live where you don't talk about food endlessly and in such a boring way? Can we get away from the food for a minute?
Yeah, I know. That's okay, Vampira. That's okay. People have lives, different times. Oh no, you'll let your... I thought I heard the cat. He's mad. I don't know, Leanne. Maybe some people do, but yeah, I washed my hands, of course. I don't know what it is, but like the chicken, I don't know if the fish, I don't know if it's like collagen in the skin, but it's like sticky, so you have to wash your hands. Mashed potatoes. It's like bread and
Oh, she's gonna go into like Thanksgiving stuff as far as the food.
devoted monk or something. Yeah, you shouldn't pluck your eyebrows. I haven't been plucking my eyebrows. So I don't have much hair anywhere. And that's include, like
Shantal, you got angry bird brows. You've always had angry bird brows. They're too severe for your face. Like you got that severe shape going on, angry bird brows. And what makes it even worse is the fact that you wear a hijab and the hijab is pulled literally down to your eyebrows, dude. Because you're trying to make a smaller face when you don't have one.
I don't mean like not TMI in a way, but like even my, like how you used to see my head. Like I don't get like really bad growth on there. Oh, really, Jonah Fork?
One moment. Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, maybe my kitchen fan was on. You're thankful for beezer spray. You should have some. So
Okay, I'm confused by this person's comment. Shantal says, I'm thankful for beezer spray. Even though nobody can get the beezer spray. Nobody can buy it. What do you mean you're thankful? All the beezer spray is just cheap Febreze. Really cheap Febreze.
no, I do.
And it's meant for fabrics, not for people.
Capu, but I don't get a lot of hair. So.
Oh, Lord. I'm already seeing some troublemakers and instigators in the chat, like Strawberries and Cream. Strawberries and Cream says, are you going to go after people legally for sniping? What can she say to that? What could she do? And let's do some correcting as far as terms and terminology. Sniping applies to gaming streams. It applies to gamers. It doesn't apply to someone like Shantal because she's not doing gaming streams. What people do when they are covering her while she's live, it's called restreaming. So that is restreaming. She can't do much about that either because if you think about it, when somebody is restreaming her live on their channels and they're adding in clips, they are adding in commentary, then it falls under fair use because they're adding their commentary. Their copy, their live, is going to be different from her live because there's commentary added to it. It changes the original content.
Yeah, I bet unknown. Really, Lizzie? Yeah. So I might make a dinner, but like, yeah, the stuffing, I don't know. I have to look up a recipe. It's been a while, but I'm going to put, so I have sage. They have sage, rosemary, thyme, like, so you just a lot of aromatics, onion, celery. Do you know how much celery costs here? You would cry.
Oh my God. You're complaining about the cost of celery when you spend how much a week on takeout and junk food? Don't cry over here. Don't cry over here.
Hi, Teresa. Brooke, take the whole, yeah. And getting your lips done would be totally looked down upon. So, unless it was a medical reason, and I don't have an.
Shantal, you are entirely too focused on cosmetic things. You're over there talking about lip fillers and stuff for your cheeks and all this stuff. At the same time, you've got multiple health problems that are very serious. If I were you, I wouldn't be worrying about my lips and how full they are. I would be worried about one eye being bigger than the other and your eyes leaking. That could point towards very serious issues. Why are you focused on the superficial when the internal needs more work? You got your priorities all mixed up.
I didn't tell you guys this, but I was like looking into lip fillers. I was this close to getting lip fillers. And then I thought, no, I can't justify it.
You really can't. You can't justify it. You're worried about the shape of your lips. At the same time, your teeth are rotting out. You need a lot of dental work. You need a teeth cleaning. I don't know what other dental work you might need, but I'd be worrying about your teeth, more so than your lips. The teeth are very important. You need that to chew your food.
Religion and everything. Hey, Suncoast Ricky. What if I die and I have lip fillers and it's like, hi, Robin. Oh, baby. Let me go check on her. Be right back. Oh, I forgot there's a mirror. You sneaky beezers. Baby.
Okay, like, is she going to check on Julia? She's back now.
I had my tattoo before I reverted, so. Oh, baby. You get the ultimate reebies. Thanks, babe. Yeah. Modest kiss. Hi, baby. Okay, let me see if I can show you her.
Freeze frame. Y'all look at that air vent. It looks filthy.
Juice. Juice. Oops. Juice. Oh, you're so sweet.
Yes, I can't
Don't
see
put your
it.
filthy hands on that open wound, you idiot.
She's shaved here, see?
No, we can't see it
What?
because you got the camera pointed away, dummy.
There's the silver. Here it is.
It looks completely. It doesn't look properly stitched up.
Can you see it? Actually, let me see that.
Don't touch it, Shantal.
You're such a good girl. There's like silver stuff on
Okay,
it.
that's a bit graphic. We're going to move on. That's making me angry. I want to say some really bad words right now, and YouTube won't let me.
Seems to be Tracy peeing. You have to make a hole, Stephanie.
I was doing the tarot live and it acted funny.
It does sound messy. Yeah, she's never said they don't like going to the vet. They don't like wearing a cone. They don't like injections. Of course, they don't like these things. No.
Right now, and put the cone on her real quick and then go back to your live and then not have to worry about her licking the wound or making herself sick again. I'm just
You
saying.
gotta wear the cone.
I'm sure people in the chat would understand if you did stop and put the cone on her.
Come see Mom. You gotta wear the cone. Come. Hey. Come, I said. Come.
Yeah, but you're not. You're doing a live right now. Your focus is the live. How can you keep an eye on your cat? At the same time, you are doing a live and that's where your focus is.
Yeah, I used to pee. Hey, Anastasia. Oh, I get sprayed cheese at the positive reinforcement for wet food and drinking water. When she came home, like when she was at the vet said that she would not eat anything or drink. So when she came home, she was drinking a lot and then she threw up.
Well, she threw up not because of the water, because she licked herself and she licked the antiseptic into her mouth. That's why she threw up.
And she was really nauseous. And she like had like foam at her mouth and I was like freaking out. I was like, Salah, like we have to bring her back. We have to bring her back. Would you go to the diabetes class if they gave you spray cheese? Yes. No, I'm kidding. I guess menopause. I don't know if cats go through menopause. Do they just stay in heat, go in heat their whole life? Yeah, she was very nauseous. Yeah, they gave her an injection for nausea. She hasn't, knock on wood, barfed in a while, but the first day they said a lot of barfing is normal. Well, some barfing anyway.
Okay, you know what? This whole discussion of Julia's getting me a bit upset. I want to say bad words. Let's move on and see if we can move on from that. There's Julia. And why are the water bottles sitting right there by the door? Is there a reason for that? I'm just asking questions. Moving on.
Apple 8! Welcome to Very Important Users, Ready Set Bees.
Okay, there we go again. YouTube can't catch up with itself.
Ew, lip gloss. She's licking herself, but not her incision, so that's fine. No, she doesn't have limited mobility issues. But she's has anxiety about flying. So I'm making sure mask. Okay, now say you have it. Yeah, we're on. I need you to help me. If she does it, put a juice emoji. Rightfully so, because she's barfed a lot, and I've tried wiping a lot of it, but she needs a bath.
No. No. She just had major surgery. You shouldn't be bathing her right now. Not until after that wound completely heals. If the wound is open, that's the last thing you should be doing.
Yeah, private dancer, I might. Are you talking about your game, babe? The cone would prevent her. Yeah, we're gonna putting the cone back on before bed.
Oh God, is a baby talk back before Betty bed? Because she won't let me touch her bell. Shantal, you're 40, not 4. Stop talking like a little kid.
She tried to make an escape. I don't know, Zoe. Someday, inshallah. Good, Ghostface. I look forward to seeing that. Oh, yeah. No, Tracy's pretty easygoing. Honey ham, mashed potatoes, brown gravy, green bean casserole, candied yams, buttered corn.
Talking about food. Moving on. Is there anything here? I just want to get a little bit of this and go. Can we go now? Can we go now?
No strawberries. We're not addressing anybody anymore. So, anyways, I just want to relax. I'll be so happy in like 10 days.
Why? Oh.
Yeah, exactly. You can take it off as long as you watch them. Exactly. If they're not licking it, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? There's no big deal. I don't know.
You know what? Something just occurred to me. If Shantal and Salah live together and he's there and she's doing a live stream, why can't he put the cone back on Julia? There's nothing wrong with his hands. She's doing a live stream. Her focus is on the live stream itself. Why can't he walk in the room and just put the cone on and then go back to modding?
Doing the best I can. What's good for them? They just think like, oh, what's this foreign thing on my body? I must lick it. Anyways, guys.
So that's what that is, silver nitrate. I was wondering what that stuff was. Hold on a second. I'm going to look something up. Is silver nitrate. So, okay, colloidal silver is generally safe for cats as long as you use high quality products without added chemicals or contaminants. However, ingesting sufficient doses of silver compounds can be poisonous. If your cat has an open cut or wound, colloidal silver can be used to treat it. So, Foodie shouldn't be letting Julia lick that stuff. She shouldn't be letting Julia lick that stuff. It's not good for her.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so sweet. Even in pain and after all you endured, you're still so lovely. Yes, baby.
Unknown says, I love baby talk
They serve it
stream.
with rice and katsu, like chicken katsu.
So is that why you're doing the baby talk, Chantal? Do you have a Foodie that likes the baby talk?
I used to eat that almost every day.
Talking about food. You know what? Executive decision. I am not going to put up with an hour of this. I'm fine with just an hour and a half react. Are you guys okay? Because I'm okay. And it's late anyway. It's after midnight. So we're just going to end it here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.